Manual work feels normal for the same reason a heavy backpack feels normal. You don't notice the weight until you take it off. Manual work feels normal because it is familiar. You have always done it this way. You know where things are. You know what to check. So the friction disappears into the background. Not because it is gone, but because you are used to carrying it. That is why manual work only feels normal until you remove it. When it is gone, the contrast becomes obvious. Effect 1. Mental load drops fast. Manual work fills your head with small obligations. Remember to send this. Remember to follow up. Remember where that file went. Remember if this step is done or still pending. Each item is small, but each one stays active in your mind. This creates background stress. You are not stressed because of one big problem. You are stressed because of many unfinished microtasks. Your attention is constantly divided. Even when you focus on one task, part of your mind is scanning for reminders. What did I forget? What still needs checking? This is mental load. When manual steps are removed, this load drops quickly. You no longer need to remember when something should happen. You no longer track whether a routine task was completed. You no longer hold temporary instructions in your head. Those thoughts disappear. The effect is immediate. People often describe it as relief. Not because they have more free time, but because their mind feels quieter. Fewer decisions are required. Fewer things compete for attention. Focus becomes easier to sustain. This is not about productivity hacks. It is about removing cognitive clutter. Once you experience this, it becomes clear how much effort was being spent just remembering. Effect 2. Work quality improves. Manual work increases interruptions. You stop one task to handle another, then return, then stop again. Each interruption breaks momentum. When work is fragmented, quality suffers. Details are missed. Rework increases. Decisions are rushed just to move forward. This happens even to skilled people. It is not a competence issue. It is an environment issue. When systems handle routine steps, interruptions decrease. Work sessions become longer. Thoughts stay connected. You finish tasks in fewer passes. This leads to cleaner output, not because you are trying harder, but because you are interrupted less. Consistency improves as well. Manual processes depend on energy and attention. Some days are good, some days are not. Automated routines behave the same every time. The same steps, the same order, the same checks. This stabilizes quality. Over time, this creates trust. You trust your own output more. Others stop double-checking your work. Less rework, less friction, less correction. The improvement is subtle, but it compounds.
Misconception 1. Doing it manually keeps me in control. Manual control feels reassuring. You touch every step. You see every action. But control is not the same as reliability. Manual systems rely on memory, mood, and availability. That makes them unpredictable. Automation does not remove control. It removes variability. You decide the rules once. The system applies them consistently. This is a different kind of control. One based on structure, not attention. Misconception 2. Automation is overkill for small tasks. Small tasks feel harmless. They take seconds, sometimes minutes, but they repeat. What matters is not task size, it is frequency. Small tasks done daily create constant interruption. They prevent deep focus. They fragment attention. Automation is most effective at this level. Removing small tasks has an outsized effect because it removes constant decision-making.
The smaller the task, the easier it is to automate, and the more relief it creates. Misconception 3. It won't make a real difference. This belief comes from gradual exposure. When friction increases slowly, you adapt, you compensate, you normalize the load. So the improvement feels abstract until it happens. Once manual work is removed, the difference is felt immediately. Not as excitement, but as calm, less tension, less mental noise, less background pressure. That contrast is what reveals the cost. What this means: manual work feels normal only because you have never felt the alternative. Once friction is removed, it becomes obvious how much effort it required. Not in hours, but in attention. The real benefit of reducing manual work is not speed. It is clarity. A quieter mind, cleaner output, more consistent days. This is why people rarely go back once they remove it. Not because automation is impressive, but because normal work finally stops feeling heavy. And that difference is hard to ignore once you experience it.